wanted to get this going just a little bit ago. We actually lit this. Um, I figured I could try to light it for the live stream, but then you'd pretty much just see my butt the whole time while I'm tinkering around with Tinder and different things over there. So I thought if we light it ahead of time, it's still the first fire that we've ever had on our homestead. In our wood stove, which we finally got installed. I have a chair pulled up here for Mama Pepper. She's helping get down 3 little ones with Pinky Pepper, and we'll be going from there. I don't see the chat at the moment. I don't know if I got to push anything. If you guys are there and can hear me and see me, give me a thumbs up. Okay, looks great and warm. John Gamble. Good to see you, brother. I'm glad you're doing all right. Audio and video is okay for you guys? Looks beautiful. Diane Charles, thank you. So once we get Mama Pepper out here, we'll talk a little bit about this and other things. Hey, 8B for dinner. Mel Davis, Paul Mitchell. Good. See and hear you fine. Good. To actually pull this off, I've got to borrow a tablet from my workmate. Virginia Reed, Phyllis Johnson, good to see you guys. I actually got to run the Wi-Fi from here, the hotspot, and pick it up on this to actually get it going. Magical Jewelry, GM Flower, and Move North Homestead. Yeah, so this is pretty cool. Everything is working really well. The Apricot Tiny House, good to see ya. This is kind of one of those things too. Pete's Little Homestead, good to see ya. Where obviously a lot of effort, a lot of thought, a lot of planning went into here. I mean, guys, remember behind this on each side, we've got roofing tin. There's roofing tin behind here with the Duroc and the other stuff. Hey, Big Daddy Cool Breeze, good to see you. So there's all sorts of stuff. John, good to see you. John offered me some free labor. I might take him up on that soon. I think either Sunday or Monday. I'm actually going to do a 1-day woodshed build and fill. Hey, Danny, good to see you. So I'm going to try in 1 day. Trina Shepard, good to see you. I'm going to try to do a 1 day with my dad and my children. So we're going to have like a 3-generation build and fill. Probably Sunday or Monday. So that's going to be kind of cool. I've got it planned out in my head. A lot of free sources again, which is going to be awesome. So almost everything through and through is going to be free for that project. Jackie Patterson, good to see you. What I want to do is have somewhere to store our wood so that we are, thank you, John, ready to go for the winter. And then I'll just kind of gauge it this winter, which won't be a full one for us. I mean, we just fired this up for the first time. But then maybe they'll give me an idea about if next winter is similar, how we'd go with that. So kind of exciting. And yeah, guys, our house is so different now. First of all, when I wake up in the morning and I just see the wood stove sitting here, it is incredible. It's just a whole different look. Just with all this stone on the wall and seeing the wood stove sitting here, I can't imagine now if we come out and see it roaring too, see it going. But it is so warm. Last night the furnace kind of came on pretty much from sunset till almost sunrise. It was almost constant. I slept out on the couch out here, and that's what was going on. Homestead Aquarius, good to see you. And since we fired this up a little bit ago, it has not turned on at all. This house is so warm. I did spend an extra $30 and get a cast iron, I don't know, teapot for humidity on there. So that's steaming up there. This fire's going good. Yeah, it's just, oh yes, the window of the stove shows through well. I actually got a black spot on here. I'm going to back up and show you this. Right here, there's a little black spot and there's another dark spot. And I found out what causes that. Okay, never having a wood stove before. I never see what happens, but when your log falls and hits the glass and it burns up there against the glass, that's what causes the blackening. So I've got a black spot on there and another spot, but it still is really nice and clear. We tried to set up a good angle for you guys tonight so you could enjoy this with us. Honestly, part of our deal when we moved down to the Ozarks from Wisconsin in 2015 is I was doing some thinking. And part of my thinking, yes, one of those fans, I want to get a fan to put on top of it. Okay. I want to get the thermometer to put on here. And I'm going to get a little ash bucket. And there was one other thing I wanted to get for this too. There's a couple more things to get for it, but it's looking pretty good. Whoa, look at that roaring in the back. You guys see that right there? That's awesome. Diane Charles, good to see you. Preston Cheap BT Headphones Test Guy. Hey, he showed up on my opossum video and said, I did amazing opossum facts. And he said, I would like to know more about you at the bottom, which you never know if somebody's serious or not, but apparently he was. Janet LaRue, good to see you. But anyway, part of our deal when we moved down to the Ozarks in 2015 from Wisconsin was I realized, you know, if the power goes out for like 2 weeks in winter, we're done. We don't have any way to heat our home. We're going to freeze to death. Like, that's going to be an issue. So a wood stove was kind of key to be able to do that. We wanted a wood stove, a bellows and a poker. I do have a poker. I do have a poker and a little dustpan. Little Creek Homestead, very good to see you. Hey, Stephanie, good to see you too. I got these. I do not have a bellows yet, although I was just talking to my dad about a bellows before they left and went back to their cabin. They're visiting, so they're staying at a cabin, but helping out during the day. But yeah, part of it was I realized if the power goes out in winter, I don't have a way to heat my house. And I always had this dream of getting one. And now that we moved down here, here we are. Patty G, good to see you. So it is rip roaring. It's amazing. And now, like, if the power goes out, number one, we can still heat our house. Number two, we can cook on top of that. And that's incredible for us. That's very exciting. It's already been very warm, very good. Little guy's going to grab a late night snack here. Hey, Carrie. And you know what? What a one it was, too. What a project. Everyone's saying hi, Mama. And Chili Pepper.
Hello, everyone.
Did you leave a link on the wood stove? I don't know what that means for a question. I really don't. But I just fired this up a bit ago, guys. I know a lot of you had watched through a lot of this. Some of you guys saw me a year ago thinking about setting it up in the opposite corner, crawling underneath here, reinforcing over there first. That's still standing there. I guess it helps the house anyway. Then came across here. Wow. I learned a lot on the stonework. Thank you. And thank you, James, for checking it out. You know, one of the cool things about living our life the way that we do is as I do these projects and some of them that take a while, you guys get to watch along the way. I get better advice from you guys and others. And then I'm able to pull off something better than I would have originally anyway. And you guys kind of get to watch every step of the way. So from watching me think about doing it over there last year, think about doing it over here, eventually commit to it, cut the carpet up. You know, Bugger was pulling trim off of the wall, off of the sheetrock back here. And then built our little, you know, platform for it. Eventually covered that in some Durock and some lath and some other things. You guys helped me decide to come out farther, which earlier I opened up and it popped. And there was little pieces flying around. I thought, oh yeah, so I'm actually going to try to get a couple of flame retardant rugs for the front and the sides.
Oh, can you tell where you purchased
link for this wood stove. Okay, very good question. And this wood stove was actually given to us by some friends. When I quit my job in 2015, or sold our house first, and I quit my job later, we stayed at a cabin next door to some friends of ours. This stove was their main stove, but what happened is the kind of the flame block that goes right underneath the stovepipe broke off. The welds broke and it broke off into there. So like, oh no, what are we going to do? One of their friends says, hey, I just got a new one, have my old one. So they gave them the old one, and then they gave us theirs. And all I had to do was get it welded back together. Thankfully, the guy I work with welds. So just a couple days ago, what was it, last Friday maybe? It was last Friday. So less than a week ago, got it welded up and set it in place. And since then, decided to go up through there. You know, my dad helped with that. Coming up through here, hopped on the roof, yesterday. Wow. And there we go. And guys, this is part of it too. Like for me, it's hard to always get everything figured out. Um, but I prioritize this. Otherwise, I get distracted. Today, I actually took the day off. I got a video probably coming out tomorrow afternoon about me taking a day off because I completed a priority. So I gave myself a day off. I caught some animals. I went up to the garden, had fun like that. And yeah, I always like the water on the stove, keeps the air from drying out too much. We got that right away. I figured I'd get that cast iron thing. So this is a Ashley. I forget the number off of it. There's a number on the side of it. I'll go read for you guys in a minute, so I can let you know the make and model. But we don't have a link for where to get it. I guess we could find it and put a link so you guys could know what kind of wood stove it is. But this one was a gift from some friends, and it traveled 750 miles to get down here. Redneck Prepper, good to see you. If you still got some of that stuff, I still want to take a trip down there. I just might have time next week, actually. But traveled 750 miles down from Wisconsin to the Ozarks, and then it waited 5 years for me to be able to do it. I see you, Redneck Prepper, thanks. But we got it in. And now our life has changed. Honestly, years and years ago, see Janet LaRue saying hi, Mama Pepper.
Hello, Janet.
Years ago, I think it was in early 2018. Could have been the end of 2015. My dad helped me cut the driveway for here. So we're chopping down big trees. I was just learning how to really chainsaw and drop trees. Did some chainsawing up in Wisconsin right before I left. But you can answer the question. How do you like that beautiful warm fireplace, Mama Pepper? Move North Homestead wants to know.
I love it. It's wonderful and so warming and comforting. I can't wait to snuggle with my papa by the fire.
If we get attacked by a bear,
off camera,
I'm gonna stab it, and then we'll throw a bearskin rug in front of here too. And Move North Homestead. If I understand right, you're up in Missouri. How far south did you start to have that be north? Just wondering. Is that Michelle Chapman? Good to see you guys. Yes, so we finally got that going after it waited around 5 years. Oh yeah, but my dad, years ago has helped me cut the wood for that fire for the driveway. We just cut into like 5 or 6 foot pieces because all we needed was it small enough to move out of the way. We had so much going on. We just need to be able to move it out of the way. And it's stacked up there under some roofing tin, just waiting to be used. But if I wait too long, it's just going to be soil. It's just going to be wood mulch. And I'd rather use it for something like this. And right now in our house, we do have propane heat. So there's a furnace that runs off of that. And we also have propane for the water. And we also have propane for the stove. So one thing we're probably going to do is do some cooking on here. And obviously we're going to use this to try to drop our propane. Okay, Texas, cool. She was born in Texas, made in Texas. She doesn't have the stamp or anything, but that's where she came from. Christina Anderson, good to see you. Yeah, but it's hopefully going to drop our cost of propane use to begin with just not having to use the furnace as much. Cool thing, having the furnace for backup. Mama Pepper was just asking, what happens if we leave somewhere, and go away for a while when it's cold? That'll be the backup. So that'll be cool. And then also in the middle of the night, if I don't feel like getting up and stoking the fire, it'll take care of that for me. Born in Germany, got to Texas at age 3. Wow, I'm German and Polish. Yeah, but I wasn't born there. How are you feeling after the birth, Mama Pepper? Yeah, let's open it up for some questions for Mama.
Well, I am doing pretty well, actually. I feel like I recovered a lot quicker this time from this birth than from the previous one. So I'm doing good, able to move around and do some meals. Right now we have Grandpa Pepper and Grandma Pepper here for the week, and so Grandma Pepper's been providing the meals, so I don't have to really cook as much except for breakfast and lunch, which really isn't that much, but I'm doing pretty well, and baby's doing good as well.
Yeah, so Grandpa and Grandma Pepper like to come down if they can for the births. They even showed up like once and waited around like 2 weeks till we had the baby. And then, stuck around like a week afterwards. This time we said, you know what? I just got back from Louisiana because I was gone like 5 or 6 days a week, and then stayed a little extra long the last time just to knock out some heavy, intense, but highly profitable labor for a bit, just to knock some stuff out. So that way I could buy myself some time at home to concentrate on priorities like this. So that's what we got going on right now. And I'm going to hopefully jump out on the other one too. But this time we told them, give us a couple weeks just for me to get
Hello,
home
Tori.
and to adjust. And then why don't you guys come down? So they showed up over the last weekend.
Yes, on Saturday.
Yeah, and hey, I might not actually be a real millennial,
Friday or
but I'm
Saturday.
gonna play one in an upcoming video. I'm gonna do a millennial catch, clean, and cook chicken. And I can pull that off right now because of some things that are happening. So that's excited. So what was the kids' reaction to the wood stove? They like it. Um, they like it. I've taught them some things, and even like Bell Pepper. She's 1. She'll be 2 the same day Pinky Pepper turns 11. They're birthday buddies. But, I told her, hey, you have to stay on the carpet. You don't go up in the rocks. You don't touch this. And even just setting her straight on those parameters, like she's like, she just, it hits her. So, yeah. Huh. Thank you, Stephen. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. My children don't have to follow in my footsteps. They don't have to choose this lifestyle, but I've lived a lot of lifestyles. And I just want to show them a bunch of real life skills that actually matter in case they want to live a decent one. Oh, popping corn. We were talking about that earlier. I know some people will get like the Jiffy Pop and they'll put one on the ceiling and use that as a smoke alarm. And that way, if the house starts on fire, popcorn falls from the sky, and it's time to run out. But yeah, we should cook some popcorn on there.
Yeah,
and
that'd
what
be
did
fun.
Pinky Pepper, like I said, she's still 10, but real life skills, with people doing that. Whoa, Ridgeview Homestead. Thank you. Congratulations. Hey, that would be cool. That would be cool. We definitely like interacting with others and hooking up with people. But Pinky Pepper, what's her new pet in the kitchen?
Oh, she just started a sourdough. Thank you, Ridgeview Homestead.
James?
Hopefully, we can see you guys soon. We'll love to see the baby.
I appreciate you saying that. Appreciate you saying that. Every morning and every night we do family devotions, and now we'll be able to do it by the fire too. We did it this evening by the fire. We only made it through Romans 8. That was our concentration for this one. Normally we go at least 2 to 6 chapters or something, but we just read Romans 8 for our evening ones tonight. But yeah, check this guy out. Can we get little Chili Pepper to face the camera now that he's got his eyes? But yeah, Pinky Pepper, 10-year-old, now she's got a sourdough. That's her thing. And he is Cozy Worm.
Yes, she started a sourdough probably about a week ago, and she made some bread. I think yesterday was her first, a couple days ago she made some bread. And it was delicious bread. So we are excited for her trying new things with making bread and sourdough.
It was amazing bread. She even baked extra loaves and dropped one off for one of the neighbors who's expecting. Yes. That was cool. Look at this little guy. Eric Johnson, good to see you. So, look at that big yawn.
The little guy's doing well. He's got a little bit of a crusty eye on one side. I've been putting some breast milk on his eye because our midwife said that would help. Yeah. So we're waiting for that to heal. Otherwise, his umbilical cord fell off pretty early, but it looks like it's healing well, and
he is gaining weight.
He is drinking up the milk.
And the cool thing is they've reached a pretty good balance. A lot of times Mama Pepper's got to pump some out or something like that, but this guy's been taking care of the supply. They're in a good balance, and yeah. I hope you guys don't mind this little guy blocking the wood stove, which was the purpose of this live stream.
Yeah.
So he's alert. And check out how much testosterone he's got, too. I mean, he's got male pattern baldness already.
Yeah. He's kind of has the same look going on as
Buddy Pepper did.
Little Buddy Pepper did. He didn't have much hair up here on the front top and then most of the hair on the back. So they got the same look. And then this little guy, he's got enough little hair back here, he can make a little ponytail.
Yeah, he's got a good amount of little hair back there.
So.
Trina Separate said, block away, block away. Looks like he is thriving. That's a good point. Yes, the center of attention. And the cool thing is, I'm going to shut that down a little bit.
I think we're going to take your socks off, baby brother. It's got a little warm in here.
But the cool thing is, from Sweet Pepper on up, Sweet Pepper, Monster Truck, Red Pepper, and Pinky Pepper are all actually pretty good.
Baby feet.
Oh yeah, baby feet.
Baby feet
Here's
coming
the camera
in.
on this side.
Oh, this way.
Yeah, there you
Little
go.
Baby feet. Push that one that
But they're
way.
all really helpful with hanging on to them, and we do let the little ones
Oh, there you go, baby.
have some time too. So it says rub the corner of his eye, immature tear duct. Something we can go back and read them.
Okay. Thank you for the tip. Appreciate it.
He's cute and he's doing well, and we definitely like him. He's been welcomed into the family, and now we have 1.5 dozen children.
Yeah, and
So-
speaking of 1.5 dozen children, we got our vehicle fixed.
Yeah. So I had a van I picked up that its purpose was to fit extra seats, and we just got that up and running the other day too. So I'll have a van besides the Suburban, and that'll be good.
Yeah.
So very cool thing here too, guys. I'm gonna see how this stone actually heats up, because the stone should heat up. And remember, it's spaced out there from the wall. From here, I'll show you, from here to here is actually spaced out from the wall. So that should be able to heat up. And as the hot air goes out the top, it'll pull in the bottom some cold air and heat that up. And I might try, I think I have some infrared available where I might be able to check that out and observe that and find out. And if that's the case, that'll be really cool. And I just want to let you guys know too, there's a lot of you who've made this possible, just through your encouragement even. A lot of advice, and then too, like documenting this and sharing it. I definitely, yeah, it's been beautiful. It's been good, and I appreciate you guys. That's why we wanted to sit here and show you guys the first fire we ever had in this thing, because a lot of you guys, watched a lot of different steps of the process. Any other questions you guys got for us right now? Brother-in-law has 12. My dad is one of 10. My mom's one of 7. So I've got a ton of aunts and uncles and a lot of cousins. I do not know if there's a blower made for this model. I'm going to put one of those little fans on it and let that go, but I don't know besides that. Oh, you're welcome. We were glad to have you guys be a part of it. Can I feel the rock?
Have you felt the wall to see if it's absorbing heat, or?
This is nice and warm. It's definitely warm to the touch, and if that's the case, it makes me think that this is actually heating up, and then I bet extra hot air is coming out of here too. We wanted this to be as efficient as possible. I could have just put some spacers up there. Lady Daggerstad, it's good to see you. I could have just put some spacers up there off the wall, put some like metal there, and just threw it in. But I wanted to do it different. Hey, Curtis, a pot of beans on there ASAP. That sounds good.
I'll try that.
That sounds good. Thank you. That was a good idea. How did I come up with that? I'm not completely sure. There's a lot of stuff like that, like even like the rocket stove idea and other things that, just to be as functional as possible. And you can see from here, if you guys look on your screen, you see that little black line sticking out here, and there's a couple little ones. I still got to finish with some of the mortar, but there's little pillars built up to hold those rocks in place. But that black line around here is actually the air intake for that rock, which is kind of crazy to think about. And even I do have a couple greenhouses, and I want to put one up. We got a huge one from Wheat Tree Bonsai some time ago. and she passed last year. If you guys don't know, her and her husband, but she gave us like a 20 by 60 or something greenhouse. And what I want to do is actually dig down probably 4 to 6 feet, and I'm gonna berm up around it, but dig down that far, put some stuff on the walls, and then actually have like a 8 foot trench, 8 feet down maybe, with about a 10-inch pipe that goes really long and far, a plastic pipe, and then have a blower so I can kind of use the geothermal for that and a bunch of other things too. So yeah, we got our water pot on top. It's just steaming right now. So that's good. Don't want the kids to have super dry, hot air and be waking up in the middle of the night with nosebleeds or anything like that. Um,
Somebody asked if if it heats our house well. I think so far we can feel it all the way to our bedroom right now. We have the
and
door
that's
shut
big.
right now, but usually our room is pretty cool. So
So
with this,
yeah, the furnace for the house that runs off of propane is between the boys' room and the girls' room, down the hallway over there. And we have vents in their room, but we told them in the bathroom to pretty much keep theirs closed because otherwise all the hot air blows up there and nothing makes it down to the other side because we got a register here, a register there, a register here. So we got living room, dining room, kitchen before you ever make it to ours and the one in the bathroom. So our room's always cooler in there and it's always really hot down here, even with the vents closed. So now that we're running this, this is facing living room, dining room, kitchen, and then our door where the kid stuff is down there, even though it's closer than ours. But I think it'll bring theirs really good. Temperature wise, it felt a lot better earlier. Hey, Three Musketeers. And it should do ours pretty good too. Even the smell when you walk in, the house is just amazing. And I love that wood burn, smell. And then now too, just the heat level's incredible. I'm gonna stoke this up before we go to bed. But yeah, that's not a bad idea. Turn on the blower and we got the fan above here kind of cranked up too. And I want to get one of the little ones to put on here. I've seen those before. People have showed those. But yeah, hey Ryan and Amber. I love that smell as well, Southern Blessed. And someday we're going to take an adventure out by your guys' place. For sure. So cool thing is we do have a lot of good hardwood here. There's a lot of oak and a lot of hickory that's already down on our land just waiting for us to use. So like I said, the plan is probably on Sunday or Monday to do a 1-day woodshed build. It's going to be very different than probably any woodshed you've ever seen before. My cost into it is probably going to be about $5. It's going to be a lot of resources, but a lot of free sources. I meant, free resources, but should be pretty cool. So I'm gonna see. My dad will be in town, so he should be able to help with that. My children will be here, so it'll be a 3-generation project, and I'm optimistic. But we're trying to build and fill in the same day, and that's gonna be pretty good. So I don't know. Tonight, guys, I'm sipping on some water with apple cider vinegar in. Yeah, we'll turn that furnace down. Very good point, Curtis. We absolutely will. Yeah, it is so good to have so much firewood already here. I don't plan on ever buying any. I plan on being wise, not just cut down all the trees and let them rot and stuff like that. So we'll see how it all works. And guys, I got a really big special one coming up in the future. This here, John, please do. I'll get with my dad tomorrow and we'll come up with a plan and I'll let you know. But I got something super special in here and there's a bigger package too. I have a trip I plan on taking soon. I plan on surprising somebody and I think it's going to be just absolutely amazing. And an adventure to your house, move north. You know what? That would be great. And I would love to bring you some free trees and stuff like that. Okay, Jimmy Green, you know what? He's got one about a guinea fowl named Peppercorn that we're going to shoot and we're going to do. But we already have photos for 2 different kids' books on opossums. Plus, I've got one I'm going to grab off the shelf for a minute and show you guys that's coming up too. We do. And I was going to see if you wanted to help us write one of the ones that Pinky Pepper took a bunch of photos for. It's going to be a fact-filled book about opossums that's absolutely amazing. And so it's a real good storyline, a good book for kids to read, but also just a lot of information that even adults don't know about them. So that's going to be cool. Thank you, Diane. Um, yeah. Oh, buddy, he's getting thirsty again.
Good night, Trina. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, this one here I got to finish editing, but it's called Love Like His, and it's a it's kind of a detective story. I think I'm in the last application of edits. How much? What do we have here?
How much land do we have?
How much land do we have here? We have just under 8 acres at the moment, but there is some potential possibility, if I'm able to swing it, to maybe pick up some adjacent property because I want to get over 10 acres for a couple of reasons.
Good night.
Good night.
That was Diane Charles.
Yeah.
Good night, Diane Charles.
Danny, I don't know if that means you're going to bed or not, but thank you. So yeah, and one thing is when we were fencing in the property too, you know, we live in an area that wild hogs exist, and I've seen some pretty big wild hogs, and they're not always friendly. So I've seen them across the street over here, down there, over there, and they've seen them up there. So what I did, oh, cool. You know what? Tony Jean, I sent that out. Was that yesterday? Yesterday I sent that out. That 3-pack of books. Thank you. She bundled and saved. She went to our Etsy store, bought all 3 of our current books. 50 Days to Understand the End Times More Accurately, The Adventures of Farmer Z, Armadillo Escape, and Why We Homestead. So I hope they're good reads and they bless you and you enjoy them. But so when we were fencing in this property, because we only had less than 8 acres to work with, and because I had some good income at the time, it was fenced in with cattle panel to keep hogs off the property. I did a number of reasons. One, I didn't want like wild dogs, other people's dogs. Send the kids out in the morning, do chores, have them find wild hogs. That would be terrible. You know, send the kids out to do the chores in the morning, and all of a sudden, 20 wild hogs are on the property, chasing them or something like that. So I did that. I also want to run some barbed wire at the top of it, but we have wool sheep, so we don't want barbed wire down lower. And then, what was the other thing with that? Oh yeah, if a tree falls and I have a really long line of wire, my whole fence is almost down or compromised or has to be restrung. If it lands on a cattle panel, I only got to replace, a 16-foot section. But they're like $20 a pop too, so not a way I'd recommend people going. I wouldn't do it now. I'm on too much of a budget. But in those times we had the opportunity and the resources, so we did. And we have not harvested any of the wild hogs. I did see some down here, and I had my deer rifle with me, and I almost pulled up on them. I saw them in the woods, but I was only seeing the little footballs. The 3 big black ones that were with them weren't there, so I had them in the sights, and I'm looking at it. I shoot left-handed sometimes too. I do either. And I didn't pull the trigger. It was really hard not to, just because I wanted them dead. But because I didn't pull the trigger and scare them off that night, one of the neighbors actually trapped 16 in his live trap like the following day or two. So that was pretty cool. Just good to get them annihilated and out of here anyway. And I did some gardening today. That'll be up in my next video. That was really exciting. Yeah, I hear that too, Homestead Aquarius. Absolutely. Hey, Robin, thank you for hitting the like button. I see even right now we got 88 people, 56 likes.
Oh, we got 90 now.
Some people who probably left already are those 50,
91.
60 likes. Wow. They like us, Mama.
It's nice to be liked.
It is. And hey, those rock pillars, I'm actually going to see how many of those I can make in one day coming up. I've got a couple hollow tubes ready to go, and a ton of buckets of rocks. If you guys didn't hear, a while ago, Monster Truck decided to throw a rock in the air, and it landed on top of our truck, and it smashed our sunroof. What's up, Steven? Um, and it was $300 to replace it. So I told him, you know what, son? What I'll do is I'll work out a deal with you. And I told him for every 5 gallon bucket he fills with rocks, I'll take $1 off his debt. So a good way for him to have those rocks that he wanted to play with. Remember, he threw it up in the air and smashed my truck.
Good night, PPO.
But he did not work off his debt yet. He's at 100 and something though, so he's down below 200. And as soon as I get some empty buckets for him, he'll be right back at it. And he's even got a pickaxe. I got him a pickaxe for his 5th birthday. A shorter handled one, so it works good for him. It works great for me in the pit as I'm working on the root cellar in the stairwell, because there's not enough room for me to swing a full one. So having these kid-sized tools like little hammers and little pickaxes absolutely work amazing. But he was so happy to have it for his 5th birthday too. And one thing I'll mention about children, and I explained this to a neighbor once because one of my daughters was showing a neighbor lady, old lady. She's like, "Oh yeah, I hurt myself here with," it was a hatchet. She hurt herself a little bit with a hatchet. And the lady's like, "Whoa, what are you doing? I'm letting them have with a hatchet." I'm like, "Well, she can't hurt herself bad with one right now because she's a little child. She can't swing it hard enough to hurt it. It wasn't that sharp of a hatchet." I'm like, "So if they learn to respect the tools before they get the strength to do damage, then it works out better." So even Monster Truck at 5 having a little pickaxe, there's only so much damage he can do. And now that he's older, how old is he now? 8?
7.
He'll be 8 next month.
Yep.
And who will be aging tomorrow?
I will.
It's Mama Pepper's birthday
Tomorrow's
tomorrow,
my
guys.
birthday.
You can wish her an early happy birthday for sure.
Woo!
Thank you, Linda.
Says, hey YouTube,
That's
been watching your channel
awesome.
forever. I don't commit.
I
Never
do like
miss a
it
video.
when people who don't normally comment stop by and let us know that they have been watching for a long time.
Thank you for
like
watching.
That. Yeah, it means a lot. It means a lot. There we go. Here comes the birthdays. Here comes the birthdays.
Thank you. Move North Homestead. Getting started on. Thank you. Southern Blessed Homestead. Thank you.
There's another one. Baby Girl 67. Homestead Aquarius.
Paul
Ridgeview
Mitchell.
Homestead,
Thank you.
Robin R. The
Thank
Apricot
you,
Tiny
Ridgeview
House.
Homestead.
Yes. So yeah,
Thank
we were
you,
doing some
Apricot
good
Tiny
gardening
House.
today. That was good too.
Thank you,
You know
Virginia
what,
Reed.
Jimmy Green, you're absolutely right. It'd be fun to learn each of their favorite school subjects. Do we know any offhand what are their favorites?
What are their favorites?
Red Pepper's pretty awesome at math. That's for sure.
Red Pepper's good at math.
Pinky Pepper's doing really good on her cursive lately.
Yep.
And thank you for that, Linda.
What else do we got? Monster Truck. He's good with numbers. He likes numbers. But...
And little Sweet Pepper, because she watches the older kids, she picks up a lot of things really quick, because it's a one-room schoolhouse around here. And
thank you, Catherine
it's just
Bragg.
awesome. She'll just start doing things on her own.
Thank you, Stephen.
Well, she'll just start, doing things on her own without really being taught, and then we'll start showing her, the right way to do things and going from there. Hey, Sally, thank you for the birthday.
Thank you, Critter Jones.
Critter Jones. It's a great name. We should have named him Critter.
Critter Pepper?
Name. Critter Pepper. Make another one.
Well, we could just call him Bugger and Critter.
Bugger and Critter. So Pinky Pepper just helped us put down the other two. Hey, Pinky. Oops. Look at all the spiders doing. I'll let you say hi real quick if you want on your way to bed. And you can tell them what you think about our wood stove. And look at that, guys. The Built Homestead Tough shirt. I'm still representing it. So Pinky Pepper just got our other two little ones to bed. Bugger, Buddy Pepper, and Bell Pepper. What do you think about the wood stove?
21 again, right, Mama Pepper?
Sweet 16.
I like it, and it makes it a lot warmer in the living room.
Which means that perhaps your room will be a lot cooler, right?
Mountain Sage 02, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mountain Sage 02. Appreciate it.
So it should keep a room warm but cooler than the furnace, so that'll be good. And, you're such a great help to your family, they said. Hey, hello from Brisbane, Australia.
Australia.
Yeah, Paul's been giving me a lot of
Awesome.
good advice on this whole rock and mortar section too. So, and then hey Pinky, on Sunday or Monday we're gonna try to do a 1 day build for the woodshed and fill it. A build and fill. Do you think we can do it?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be fun to watch.
You think it's gonna be a lot of
In
work?
person, I don't know how much I'll be out there in person, but it'll be fun to watch the video.
Yeah, the stuff Mama Pepper misses out, while I'm outside or doing things with the kids, she gets to catch up on the videos. And guess what else you get to do? Soon, I'm gonna send Red Pepper and Pinky Pepper out into the wild. I'm gonna give them a fishing pole, a knife, and a fire starter, and that's it, huh?
Think
That's
so.
it, just a magnesium stick. And I'm just gonna turn them loose and say, hey, feed yourself, and see if they can not only catch fish and start a fire and cook them. And they have to each do it individually. They'll have their own fishing pole, own knife, own whatever, find their own bait, and not only catch and clean the fish, but cook the fish, and then they get a bonus point if they can find a wild edible to enjoy with it. Not that fish aren't wild or edibles, just
Oh, Stephen Hamilton, welcome to
wow.
Seed Saber.
Seed sower.
Seed sower.
He is our next one. And look
Awesome.
at that. Stephen Hamilton just jumped. He
Woohoo!
joined it for us, guys. Hey, Kelly Lamb.
Thanks for supporting
So,
us.
He's got that pepper there next to his name now. It's black and white, but as he ages, it'll turn green and then yellow and then orange and red. And then Brenda, what are the ages of the children? Pinky Pepper
Thank
is
you.
10.
Gemini 65.
Red Pepper is, help me now.
Red Pepper is 9.
She
Nine.
Just turned 9.
Monster Truck's almost 8.
He'll be 8 in February.
Don't do that with the thing.
Next time.
Sweet Pepper
is
She just turned
6.
6.
just turned 6 in November.
Buddy Pepper's
Buddy Pepper
3.
is 3. He'll be 4 in May.
Bell Pepper,
Bell Pepper is
gonna
1.
she'll
She'll
be
be
2
in
when she turns 11 in
March.
They're birthday buddies. We got them on the same
So-
day, 10 years apart. 9 years
Sweet
apart.
Pepper and Pinky Pepper will turn on the same day in
This
March.
little guy grabbing his meal down there, he will turn 3 weeks on Saturday. So that is the Hey, look at that. Stephen Hamilton showing off his new. Stephen,
Nice.
show us the sheep. There he
nice.
goes. Look at that 4-horned Jacob's ram. What day in March?
Woohoo!
26th of March is both Pinky Peppers and Bell Peppers.
Yeah.
Gotta remember. March 15th, the Ides of March. One of my old friends and guitarists used to be in March. And Mr. Stephen Hamilton's birthday's in March too. Cool.
Good birthday month.
I know 2 people who had too much sugar tonight.
Oh,
Those
yeah?
two?
Yeah,
Oh,
boy.
monkeys.
See, my mom had a birthday in December, and we knew they were coming down sometime around the baby birth, so we threw her a party tonight. There was streamers all over the house. They didn't know what was going on. They thought we were preparing for Mama Pepper's birthday tomorrow, but the kids made her some cards. Pinky Pepper made her a cake. I got some ice cream, and then the kids had cake and ice cream late.
Stephen, who was May? That's Buddy Pepper. He's in May.
Our little bugger.
Mhm.
And hey guys, honestly, what do you think if I send out my 10-year-old daughter and my 8-year-old daughter, 8 or 9-year-old daughter, will they be able to find bait, catch a fish, start a fire, and cook the fish on their own without any help, or will they fail? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, because she either needs encouragement or to know what she's up against if you guys don't think she's going to make it.
Phyllis Johnson says, hi, Pinky Pepper.
Oh, hi.
Hello, Cul-de-sac Grocery Garden. Thanks for joining us.
Cul-de-sac.
Woo, we got some comments coming
We
in.
got some fire.
That's a lot warmer after you opened that.
Isn't it?
Yeah, so at
really
first...
is.
They said they will succeed.
Oh,
They can do it.
really?
Ridgeview Homestead said, of course they can, they're your children.
Catherine Bragg says, I'm betting they can do it. Pinky, keep up with the knitting. The hat for Chili Pepper.
Oh, you should have seen what she did yesterday. She didn't take very much time, but she made like a Green Bay Packer logo that she crocheted together just real quick for yes, there would be a video for Grandma Pepper because she's a Green Bay fan. See, she was born down in Chicago where the Bears come from. So when she had her firstborn, being me, she had me in Green Bay. She was trying to redeem herself for being born in Chicago down by the Bears. Packers, whoop whoop, there you go. Pinky Pepper's gonna head to bed, so say good night to everybody.
Good night.
Don't bump the table on your way out.
I won't.
You can slide out that way, child. Thank you, daughter. And thanks for your help putting those other ones to sleep.
Yeah, it took a lot longer than I thought.
You
But
still
you did it.
succeeded.
Thank you.
Good night.
Have a good night.
They said sweet dreams.
Oh yeah, thank you.
She said thank you. So any other questions you guys got for us right now? That thing's been amazing. It is so warm. Whoa! Somebody said happy birthday, Mama Pepper. Thank
Who's
you.
that?
It says JP Jojo, I think.
Thank you.
And John says, let's get 93 likes. Which girl is crocheting? I just learned that last year. Catherine, who knows how to crochet? The first two, at least. Does Sweet Pepper too?
Sweet Pepper crochets. She does long chains, and she'll just sit there. She makes bracelets, necklaces.
Here's
She
something
makes
they were.
bracelets, necklaces, rings. She
Here's
makes
one
little
of the
snakes.
Kids was working on. Red Pepper does.
Monster Truck makes snakes as well. He makes them for Buddy Pepper.
They
Makes
were
them a
working
collection.
just on some of the zigzagging back and forth with them. So if you take these, and you make them longer, you can make just a big, long, cool-looking blanket. We had a friend come over just to help us out as we transition to having the next baby, and she had a nice blanket she dropped off, right? For
Yes, for the baby and a nice
You
little
can grab
baby
it
hat
Pinky Pepper's gonna grab it quick
that
before
she
she goes to
crocheted
bed.
for us.
So then she
That
kind
was
of
very nice.
was showing the kids, and Pinky too. I mean, she made it was a green border with gold with a big. It was like the Green Bay Packer logo. And she just kind of whipped it out of nowhere.
Without
and
a
it's not like
pattern.
she's a sports fan. She just saw Grandma, representing the team before, so she just kind of whipped that out.
For
Just kind of
Grandma's
goes.
birthday.
She made the hat with the balls on top and the ear things for our little
Without
guy,
a
Chili Pepper.
pattern.
No pattern. Perfect
just
size,
kinda-
symmetrical.
Thinks about it and kind of goes with it and makes these little cool creations, which is really neat.
And that's the way I like to do it. I don't have a pattern or a plan. We just do it.
So I was really amazed by that because I'm like, how'd you figure that out? Who helped you do that? But she just figures things out on her own, which is really cool. I'm sure she'll be making all sorts of really cool stuff in the future.
Oh yeah, she was working on a different
Couldn't
one,
find the
right?
hat.
Okay.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
This is about
The zigzag one was a different one she was working on.
Yeah.
Our friend. But
For
this
herself.
is the one. This is
Yes.
the one she made for our little guy. So it works good to swaddle him in to keep him warm. Mama can use it as a cover
Mhm.
for feeding him and stuff like that. And yeah, what a nice gift. And now it smells just a little smoky.
So the hat looks just like this with the blue on it. It's just
It's a
blue.
matching one.
And he looks really cute in it. So we like
Open
it.
the damper up. You know what? Good point. There you go. Open the damper.
Don't forget to use your beef cheeks for salami sausages. Kelly
that sounds
lamb.
Good. Yeah, homemade gifts are the best, and yeah, you should have seen Grandma when she got that. I mean, she was stoked. She was all, just loved it. It was wonderful. She
Then we
really
sang
enjoyed
her happy birthday. The kids brought her, they turned the
You
lights
can put 'em
down
in
and
the
they
open
brought
shower
her
towels.
her birthday cake lit up with candles, and I think Grandma really enjoyed that.
it. Pinky
And
Pepper's going to show an example of some crocheting, right?
These are
Okay.
for Mom's birthday.
What? Early birthday presents.
Look at that.
They're baskets, I mean.
That is
Little
so
baskets.
cute.
So if your chickens only lay one egg, you can use this basket.
And if they lay more.
More, I can use the bigger basket.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yeah, you're right. I
I've
should
had
open the
these.
damper when I throw new logs on. That'd be good.
What is
Good
that?
idea.
Inform me.
And what is this basket?
This is just another basket. I've had these for a long time.
So, where's the damper, darling? Quickly.
Let's
Oh, yeah, right there.
see how it's up and down now?
Yeah.
That means the round part in the middle is up and down. So it's just letting more heat and stuff escape
Okay. Okay.
and greater airflow.
Okay. So, These are the two. Very nice. Look at that.
Ooh,
Those
you
are
could
very
plant
pretty.
succulents in the baskets, Ryan and Amber.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
like
hang
if you
them
put
up.
a bag down in them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
That's really
Very cool.
cute.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Thank you. Happy early birthday gifts for Mom.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I've had those hidden way away in my box for a long time.
And guys, for those of you who don't know, we're narrowing in on 9,100 subscribers. When we hit 10,000, we'll be able to put a Teespring store beneath it. I know buying t-shirts and stuff isn't for everyone, or coffee mugs or things like that. But we did come up with this Built Homestead Tough shirt that we got. And what I'm going to do is I'm pretty much going to order at least one sample of any ones that we get. Because that way I want to check them. I want to look at them and make sure they look good before we release them to the public. Some of you guys may have saw a little thing come out about a new design the other day, but then I took it down. We'll do that. I took it down just to order a sample and make sure it looks good too. If we're offering something to you guys and you guys are moving forward, spending your money on something like that looks cool, is good food for thought, something cool to wear, but also help support our family and want to stand behind those products and go.
Thank you, Susan.
Yeah, good job, Curtis. You're right. Let the thing get cooking, make sure they're going good. Once the fire is going, then kind of close the damper, have more heat come in. We're new at this. I'm only like, I don't know, a couple hours old on being a Woodstove, whatever you
Owner?
call them. You want that off?
I guess we were owners for like 5 years. We're just
Yeah, we're operators for
operators
a couple hours.
now. Woodstove operators, brand new newbies.
Right. Thank you. I'm glad you think it's a great logo. Do you want to show them the sleeping baby again?
I guess it's another new experience that we're experiencing and going through together, Dad.
Yeah, you've got a lot of badges on your vest these days.
Now we're
All the new
starting
skills.
up our Woodstove badge.
That's right. There is room
Ooh.
for a lot of things on top of the stove, for sure.
That is so cool.
Good idea. Have a red pepper on the shirt. Falling asleep just imagining the warmth of the fire. I'll tell you what, a lot of times if I happen to fall asleep on the couch, it takes me 2 or 3 blankets to really feel comfortable. It does. But I don't think I'm going to have that problem anymore. Hey, Cecilia, how you doing? Can you hold up the baby for the...
Sure. Our shirts should have a pepper on them. I think they should.
Cul-de-sac, you're probably right. I'll throw it
right.
off the side. Okay. So
I'm just gonna like hop right here quick just to show you guys the baby. It doesn't roll off my pillow.
Camera's here.
Camera's there. Okay, we're going to the right a little bit. Shift.
Guys.
Sleeping baby right here on your screen.
Almost 3 weeks old.
He's almost 3 weeks old.
You still got that new car smell.
Still got that new car smell. All right.
How much
I
work?
think I'm gonna lie him down. So
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Somebody just asked about how much work something. Could you re-ask that question? I missed it. Yeah, new car smell. Fresh out the womb, you still got the new baby smell for sure. Thank you guys. I blame Mama. We got some good looking kids. I think it's her fault. If somebody's at fault. All right, Eric. Thank you so much. We're just looking at our nice big Muscovy male we got out in our poultry yard that came from an egg you sent us. So that was really cool. Yeah, the root cellar, I'm going to be back at that tomorrow. I actually gave myself the day off today. I caught a couple animals. What else did I do? Did some work in the garden. Did a couple other things. So that was good. That video should be out tomorrow afternoon. But I gave myself a day off because I finished priority number 1. Tomorrow I'll be back on priority number 2, which will be the root cellar and storm shelter. And I wanna knock that out. I want to knock it out. I want it, guys. If we can pull it off the way that I hope to, not only will it be very, very, very decent, um, it's going to look great, I think, and it's going to be such a resource and a tool for us to live the life that we got to do. How much more do I have to do on the? It depends on how far I'm going. Just to get the root cellar going, finish the stairwell, pour the lid, put in a door, and cover the stairwell. Doesn't sound like a lot because I just listed 4 things, but it'll take me a while, and some other things too. Yeah, root cellar just became priority number 1. Yes, it did. So root cellar is priority number 1. Priority number 2 is actually going to be woodshed, and I'm probably just going to do a 1-day build and fill, Sunday or Monday. John said he'll come over. I'll have my dad come over. We'll just have 3 generations of us. John said he'll bring his chainsaw. I got a good one too. My dad probably didn't bring his, but we're just going to build it, and we're going to fill it in 1 day. It should cost me like $5 or less, just because of how many free sources I have available. I'm not even going to tell you the building materials. You'll have to stay tuned for that. But I think it'll work great. I think it'll be great. Curved stairs are going to make things tougher, logistical, and more. Yeah, it's not that they're curved per se. They're just at a slight angle. But I'm doing it. Yeah, that's the way I'm doing it. And I could always just shoot it straight down too. I really could. But yeah, but eventually, I thought too, I need to build an outdoor shower. So I may incorporate that into our,
Good night, Robin.
into our outdoor kitchen.
Thanks for joining us.
I may incorporate an outdoor shower into it. One reason is, seriously, if I just got done taking care of a bunch of chickens, or especially if I got to process a couple of deer or something, my shirt's going to be just, disgusting. My pants are going to be gross, and I'm just going to be covered in blood and things like that. It's better just to take care of it out there if you can than drag it in the house. She's told me that for years.
He brings leaves inside, dirt, covered in dirt, clogging up the drain.
Kelly, good question. We've had some discussions, and what our plan is at the moment is actually to take the girls' room and the boys' room. They're next to each other on the other side of this wall, and just add another room onto them. We've got room to expand that way. We can add a room onto them, and eventually, hey ZE, we might expand the living room here too. But the cool thing about the living room is we have at least a 3-person couch, 5 other chairs in here. There's
Good night, Virginia.
plenty of room in here. So still a lot of seating, even though I gave up all of this. So yeah, not too bad. But I'm looking forward to seeing what that root cellar and storm shelter turns into. Guys, husband comes home covered in oil. There you go, pre-lubricated husband, right when he gets home. That's amazing. Just stick a tarp on a hill and slip and slide. You could have a lot of fun. Guys, I think we might sign off here too. We're almost at an hour. If there's any other questions you got for us right now, we'd be more than willing to answer them. We are here. Mama Pepper's birthday's tomorrow. All the little ones are sleeping. The big ones sound like they're winding down for the day. We have our first fire ever going in our wood stove because of you guys. Please don't put the woodshed too far away from the house. It's not going to be. I'm just glad somebody asked about expanding the house because it's going to be right back behind here. We've got a back door right over here. Hey, Marianne. It won't be too far away from the house. And I might actually have another one out front. So we'll say, just want to say, have a great birthday tomorrow, Mama. You doing anything special? What did you do earlier this week for your birthday?
Oh, yes. I got like a pre-birthday
Thank you, Steve.
gift, which was pretty much Papa Pepper and I went out to eat.
I gave her what I know she really likes. Me.
Him. Him and his time. That's all I need. So I feel like after going on a date for lunch, I pretty much just got everything I wanted. So I feel happy.
Yeah. So we'll see how this one lasts us through the night. Guys, this was such a chore, such a big task, so much effort and mental effort. And I stood facing this thing knowing kind of how it could be and what I wanted, but just intimidated by it. I never did no rock work before. I knew it could be done. I just didn't know, and I had
Good
to
night,
face
John.
some fears. If you struggle and you try, you can fail. But I'd say huge success on this one. I'm very excited. It worked out very well. And guys, we're planning on actually taking. I'm gonna drop the ball on this one. Okay, we're gonna take some old 8-foot fence pickets, which already look very nice. They're very rustic looking, and I'm gonna burn them like they do for Japanese stuff. They do that to the cedar to preserve it. But then I think I'm gonna sand them, and I think it's what shushugiban. I don't know how to pronounce it because I never actually watched the video where they said it or things like that. I'm just familiar with the idea. Oh, Kathy Kits Cats, don't worry, we're gonna party just a little bit longer, and it's actually a birthday party too because Mama Pepper ages in like
Hello, Colleen.
an hour and a half almost. Smoke coming in the house or is it my eyes? No, there's no smoke coming in the house, but what there is a little cast iron teapot on top that's vapor, water vapor. Help
Is that
keep
what
the
that
house.
is? I can see it on the screen.
Yeah, help keep the house.
I can't see it back there, but I can see it on the screen.
Yeah, to help keep the house humidity.
Thank you, Three
However you
Musketeers.
say that. So I'm gonna burn those 8-foot fence pickets, which were a free source, and then I think I'm gonna stain them if I need to. And they're after I sand them, and we're gonna do that for the wall. It's gonna look very different, very rustic, and then throw some different skulls and weapons. Put the crossbow on the wall and a deer skull and some other things, and
Thank you, Kathy.
and do that now. So good
night,
Move
Move
North
North Homestead.
Get some rest and have a good day tomorrow. Get some stuff done. Okay, Sean James did a video on charring wood to preserve it. Definitely familiar with the idea. I bought my own, weed burner flamethrower for propane, and plan on doing that soon. I might do it to some of our buildings too. So we'll have to see what happens there. Any last questions before we sign off? Got a gardening video coming up tomorrow. Some gardening. It was my day off, so I went out to the garden.
Well, I want to say thank you to all of you who helped Papa Pepper with giving him tips. Who's that one guy in particular that
Heath
sent
Doty.
you? Thank you, Heath Doty. I don't know if you're watching us, but thank you so much for helping my husband, and thank you for everyone else who gave tips. I appreciate it because with you guys, your all's help, he was able to do all this awesome stuff back here and warm up our house. And tonight's going to be our first night with our wood stove, and we'll see how we stay cozy throughout the house in this night. And so we can let you guys know in our next video.
And I'll tell you what, cul-de-sac, you're right. I can't imagine coming out here in the morning, just a cup of coffee, Bible, waking up nice and right, in the world. Wow. So, guys, thank you. This would not have been possible without your guys' help as well. You guys played a big role in this. Thanks for being here every step of the way. And we wanted to show you the touchdown, the climax, the zenith, the crescendo, the great end to this thing, because it was a success. And now we get to enjoy it. And I'm going to feel that rock one more time.
Thanks to all of our friends who helped out and our neighbors.
That is so
Thank you
warm.
for your help.
Come feel that.
I'm going to go check that out here quick.
Feel those, like a rock over there. Feel down.
Oh, yeah. Pretty warm.
Isn't that cool?
Not as hot.
So they are definitely soaking up some heat. And with that airspace behind them with the draw from the bottom, it should be going through. Yeah, turn off the lights and let that ride. You know what, guys? I will give you that as well. Yeah, the screws to hold up the wall. That was a trick too. You want to shut down the lights for me real quick? We're going to close it out that way. All of them. Thank you, my lady. Guys, somebody was talking about how this might look. Whoa. One more. There you go. It's cozy. Maybe kind of creepy. You can flip this wall back on.
What one?
Up here.
That one?
There we go. We'll get it.
Oh.
No, we hit on the wall, I think. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we will. When we go to bed for night, I will stoke that up. I'll shut the damper down, do whatever, and hopefully we'll have some nice warm coals for the morning. Very exciting. So cool. I was so excited just to start that in here today. And that's it. I'm gonna let my excitement wear off. I'm going to let my level of excitement die down so I can go to bed too. Fire, nice. ZE cul-de-sac, move north. You guys have a good night, everyone. Anyone who wants to say goodbye, now's the time to do it. Southern Bless, good to see you guys again. The
I
Apricot
foresee
Tiny
another
House.
Pepper in the future.
Oh, you do,
Apricot
huh?
Tiny House.
Grandpa Pepper probably in that upcoming video. That's what she's talking about there.
Mm-hmm.
Romantic evening and fun to the fire on the rug. Happy mama.
Mm-hmm.
Birthday tomorrow. Birthday tomorrow.
Lots of light
Priority
for
number
Mama.
1 is done, so now we got to replace it. New priority. Good night, guys. Kathy, thanks for showing up. I know you came late, but we appreciate you showing up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm just going to bring you in a little closer to that fire. And
We should do some hand fire for them, darling, and close them out.
go. See the flames? We make fire together.
Fire together.
Put it down by the fire. Finger fire.
Finger fire.
All right, love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I'll
Yep,
give
thank
you
you
a
all for
close-up.
watching us.
And have a
Thanks
good
for joining
one.
us.
Mom out. Pop
Mom
out.
out. Pop out. Homestead fire out.
There you guys go. I'll let that roll for a minute and we'll
burning.
shut her down. Thank you getting started on homesteading. Critter Jones, Homestead Aquarius. Appreciate you guys. Michelle Chapman, Southern Bless, the African Tiny House. You want in? Oh, yeah, she wants in. So, appreciate it. Happy birthday, Mama. Colleen,
Thank you,
Scott,
Colleen.
Carmelo. She's super encouraging, by the way. She really is. I think she ordered from our Etsy shop, too. So, who knows what she's growing from us. ZE, good night. Good night.
Sherry out.
Sherry out. How do I do this? We'll see, guys. I got to figure out how to do this.
Have a good night.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.